but no more. And he's gonna like grab Margani up in his arms and then force leap to the ship.
Okay. You can give me either a strength check or athletics check to make sure that you do not lose any movement speed by carrying her.
That's a natural 20 for a 28.
Not only are you able to carry without any problem, but you're able to sprint your way there while also holding your weight into the ship. And you're able to make it within the ship itself. From there on, it is what you want to do. I'd also say because you picked her up, you gave her 1 hit point. So you can stand up on your own by the time you get on the ship.
He's gonna like put her down into like one of the seats up near the cockpit and like strap her in because she's probably still out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be okay. And then he's gonna start going back to go outside the ship.
Okay.
And are Corum and Shocking showing up, or are they?
Not yet, but we can switch the Corman Shotgun right now. So, after you sent the message, what would you two like to do?
I'm assuming haul ass to the front.
Okay. I'd say at this point you guys would have passed through the forest and you made it through your way to the front, as you immediately see just a slaughter. As it looks like tactically what they did was take advantage of knowing when and where the masters were, and now taking advantage of many unprotected Jedi. They're going in for unhonorable kills, immediately going in for not worrying about dueling, but just going in for some sniping them from a distance, just cannon fire as you just see bodies laid all over the place.
Are there younger Padawans that are currently near us that I could...
There are some. Some of them are confused and not sure what to do. The other ones are trying their best to fight off at a failed attempt, but there are a few that are kind of like, not, I wouldn't say cowering, but are succumbing to fear by the process, and they're probably about 20 feet away from you, pretty close to the wall at the front of the building.
Okay. At this point, Shotgun's war response is probably just kicking in, and she is going into full savior mode.
Okay.
She's gonna run over to these kids and start, like, getting them on their feet, getting them moving, and if anybody comes up to them, she will fight them off.
Okay. All right.
Do we see Nora anywhere?
Nora, give me an investigation check to look for Nora.
$17.
17. At first glance, it looks like she is not really at the front lines, but looks like she is being one of the people that's trying to be evacuated. Looks like there's a couple shuttles that are being protected right now. They're trying to get some of the younglings, some of the politicians that are around, and some younger Jedi of some importance immediately evacuated while some of the masters stay behind. As you see about like what looks like 2 different 8-person shuttles that are immediately heading back towards Nidak and Margani's position, and maybe returning to constantly keep sending people back and forth, much like long boats for a sinking ship.
So they're trying to get her on that ship, or she's trying to get people on? Okay.
They're trying to get her on the ship. She's young. She can't really do it on her own. At this point, a ship, specifically one that is specifically for a troop deployment. But this one looks different. Very similar to when you fought against the Sith and she had a different colors on her starfighter. This one is similar in that respect. As it lands in, as immediately several troopers immediately come in and start firing off rifle blasts, as immediately 2 of them with vibro staffs immediately step back and on the sides waiting for someone to come down. You see a unknown gender immediately walk down, full black draped, black helm on without any distinguished features, and is just holding what looks like some kind of ceremonial quarterstaff. Millie just steps down as they just bow to his entrance. As he just points, and points. As immediately certain troops just immediately disengage from their doing it and immediately go to the sections of where they were pointed at. As you can assume at first glance, he's pointing at masters, as he's immediately commanding these people to overwhelm the masters with quantity over quality to take them down. What do you all want to do?
I'm probably... All right, Corum, if close enough to Shotgun, sees them going for the kids, sees Nora, and just goes, get those kids, get her, get on that boat and get out of here now.
You're saying that's the area. As far as tactically, this looks like it's been planned in advance.
Is there any type of like defense system in near the temple, or like are the ships like Clone Wars drop ships where they're open, or are they just like actual ships?
No, they are closed ships. They are more similar to original trilogy Imperial drop ships than actually the Clone Wars assault ships. So they are fully closed in. And I gotta apologize to the viewers. For some reason, Twitch keeps logging us out, so every time it does, we are muted afterwards. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. Oh, now it's working.
Sound is back up.
Okay.
All right. Where's the closest ship?
Closest ship to you, you guys are going to be on the front right of the building. I'm going to say the closest drop ship to you is probably going to be 40 feet straight to the right.
All right.
And I think I see what you're doing.
You probably do. Are there like guards standing post by like where the ships have people offloading, or
there are no? That ship is currently fully unloaded. You would assume that maybe a pilot's still on board, but there's no guards that's stopping people from like getting on the ship.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and full movement. I'm gonna bonus action to dash onto that ship.
Okay, got it. All right, so just give me a stealth check if you don't mind, give me a stealth check as your bonus action, just to make sure that nobody sees you while you're doing it.
That is a 25.
Okay, so you're able to use the distraction of, unfortunately, the mass murder as a blanket of silence, and you're able to make it on the ship without anybody noticing you. As you get on the ship, you do see that there's a pilot, but he is aimed in the opposite direction of you. Does not see you as you enter into the land, into the basically like the preparation quarters for anybody's dropping out real quickly.
Okay. With just a quick glance and having my ace pilot proficiency, can I look around and see whether there's like a gun control around this area, or like how close am I to the cockpit?
You are about 30 feet away from the cockpit. It looks like the controls are solely in the cockpit for everything. Minus.
Then I want to just stealth into the cockpit, and I just want to blast this dude in the back of the head.
Okay. I'd say that you're still rocking out the same stealth. So you move up forward and just roll me with your sneak attack to see how much damage you do if you hit.
Oh.
So advantage and sneak attack.
Okay. Let's see. What is my attack? 7. So that is a 16 to hit.
Okay, yep, that's a hit.
Okay, and then I'm shooting 10. Sneak attack is 3d6. Okay. That is 4, 17 points of damage.
Okay. As you put the pistol straight directly to his head and you immediately pull the trigger, he immediately just drops head on the actual cockpit dashboard and immediately is dead.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab him and like throw him to the side.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like full on hop into the seat. And how many drop ships are right now on the ground?
Currently in your area, there is a total of 5, not including the one that just dropped what looks like the leader of the group. So
and how close is the leadership?
Thinking in my head, probably about 60 feet away from the nose of your ship.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and if this thing is on, I'm gonna get it up off the ground and I'm just gonna fucking full throttle into that fucking ship. The leader's one.
Just give me a piloting check with advantage.
Gotcha. Okay, that's 21.
Okay, and what is your outcome for this? Are you trying to like go kamikaze in this, or are you just trying to push it down so it flips over? What's your intention?
I mean, I'm figuring I don't have enough space to get full speed, but my goal is to literally go right at the commander and smash them and their ship at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Enough to just like take it out for mass confusion, so these soldiers are like, "Oh fuck, our leader!" And then.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So you start flying that general direction. He is pretty powerful, so I'm gonna make him do a dexterity saving throw to dodge. Incoming. Well, yeah, that rolled all the way over there, and that is. Let's see, that's 18 on the die. Based off his dexterity, where's the sheet? Okay, that's a 22. So he's able to like roll out, but you're able to destroy the guards that were protecting him. As you just create like a smear just right across the ground, and you immediately start taking off. It does take some damage.
I want to ram it into his ship, like I'm pushing his ship.
Okay. So you just ram it right into his ship. Due to that, both of the ships would actually get partially totaled.
That's fine. I mean, this is like full throttle. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing that one. And if I can hit that thing into other ships, that's my goal.
Okay. Roll me. Just roll me a strength check for the ship, just to see how much it can push through.
That's a 15.
15. I'd say you can get through about 3 ships, including his, before it eventually the power of your ship just eventually kind of just quits out.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. So you make it through. At this point, it has obviously grabbed attention, though, as some of the soldiers that were just kind of like taking out younglings and people that are of lower importance to them immediately turn around and immediately start either running against the ship or starting to fire on the ship itself.
Okay, are they shooting towards the front or back?
They're shooting towards the sides.
Okay, where's the exit door?
Back.
Out the back. Okay. I'll hold for a second and see what Shotgun's doing at this point.
Okay, Shotgun. If you took the advantage to run, by this time this happened, you would definitely have been at one of the escape boats to escape across the way, depending on if you take it or not.
So these boats, it's not like over a body of water or anything.
It's just the term itself. They're large, like 8-person speeders that is flying over the forest line.
How many people are waiting for these speeders?
Probably about 21. Most of them Padawans, one politician that's creating a ruckus.
I'm going to pile on as many Padawans as I can into those speeders.
Okay.
If the politician tries anything, fuck him.
Okay.
I'm sorry, these kids are more important.
Fair enough.
If there are any kids, including Nora, that are not left on a speeder, I'm going to start urging them to continue running, even if they can't catch a speeder.
Okay. All right.
I will run with them.
All right, give me a persuasion check to convince anybody who can't make it to a speeder to run with you through the forest.
Persuasion. 21.
Okay. As you send off the last ship minus the politician, there is left with a total of 13 left that you have convinced to run with you. The politician obviously refuses. Too much work. But they are willing to run with you as they hope that you can protect them. As these are younglings. These are not even apprentices that have a master yet, and they are willing to run with you as protection.
Yeah, all like what? But under the age of like 10 or something?
These are like 5-year-olds.
5-year-olds, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm definitely just like hurting all these little kids.
Yeah.
Are there any ships or anything dropping nearby us?
No, the ones that were coming to drop off looks like they've already done it. But as you start getting ready to run through the forest, you do see where you're going, and where Nidak and Morgana is currently being bombarded by what looks like mid-atmospheric, like concussion blasts from some kind of ships.
Okay. I'm going to cast Force Armor on myself, just so I have a little bit of a buffer to help these kids out. So that just buffs my AC. And I'm just gonna keep running with these 13 little kids with me.
Okay, got it. All right, so you're gonna run. Corum, as you are being bombarded, you're able to see what's going outside as you are waiting, and you see Shaken running with the last of the children that need to be protected. You notice that this leader who walked off in the long black, eventually not able to see any emotions off this person, but immediately decides to start spinning this quarterstaff, as it looks like 3 of the masters survived against a wave of hordes of soldiers as they all kind of surround this person, as this person just kind of twists like something on their staff to ignite the electricity around it to defend itself. And surprisingly, due to this person's skill level, they're actually able to defend themselves against 3 council masters. But unless you decide to take the time to watch the battle, that's what you see at first glance.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead, and since the engines are kind of like out the back, are the engines damaged on the ship?
No, and I see what you're doing.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just start like hitting buttons, and I'm just gonna hit the thrusters as hard as I can to try to clear everything behind it.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm going to say that as you do that, you're able to kill 3 soldiers in the process as they immediately get burned.
Doesn't matter, Star Wars or D&D. Fireball.
Fireball.
But as soon as it does, and like I try to just more as like a concussion to get people out of the way. As soon as I'm ready, I'm going to kill the thrusters, book it out the back.
Okay.
And hit my jetpack and start rocketing towards the hangar.
Okay. Just give me that would also apply to piloting. So give me another piloting just to control how fast you can get out of there, and control to make sure you're not going to get hit. If this is any instances you did it before in the hangar bay, you're going to be just like swimming in the air, no problem.
Oh, I'm going full Rocketeer based on this. 29.
Okay, yeah. So you're able to dodge, just like slalom in the air and no problem, just dodging this as if you have force ability
back.
And you're able to take out a few in the process. Are you choosing to follow Shaken in the air, or what is your intention?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going straight path towards the hangar, so I'm just going to go up and over, kind of like where the boats are going over the forest, I'm guessing.
Got it.
I'm just going to go up over the forest and then try to like look down for them as I'm going.
Okay. After about a couple minutes, you do see them running through the forest. Shaken, give me a dexterity check to see how long you can keep dash going, running through the actual forest line.
You said dexterity?
Yeah. What'd you say, Nidak?
I was just wondering how close Shaken and her...
That depends on this roll.
Charges.
I got a 10.
10. Okay, so you're probably going to be about halfway through the forest in about 20 minutes to get back to the town. Corum, it doesn't take you too long to actually find them beneath the actual field of view.
I'll try to like land behind them and kind of just like land and like keep running as I do.
Okay, cool. All right.
I imagine I'm like trying to weave around all of these explosions and stuff and keep all these kids as safe as I can.
Sure. All right, we're going to switch back over to Nidak and Margani. As you're back on the ship, you don't know yet when they're going to be there, but Nidak, you ran back out, I believe you said?
I got to like I didn't go all the way out, but I'm like right on the docking ramp.
On the landing bay, okay.
Unloading ramp, I guess,
Yep.
yeah, of the ship.
Okay.
He's gonna take out his communicator and try and get a hold of Shotgun or Corum. Where are you? How close are you?
You guys can respond.
Are you alright?
Coming in hot, 20 feet away.
Precisely.
As you all start running together, the thing that doesn't throw you off is Dark Jedi or Sith attacking, but the ones that throw you off is that also on the side of the court are Jedi, as you see Jedi betraying other Jedi and striking them down as if this was pre-planned. Green lightsabers and blue lightsabers striking against maybe their own masters or apprentices, as something about this seems like it was almost kind of an undercover, pre-planned sabotage. But you're all able to get back onto the ship, and if so choosing, immediately take off, unfortunately allowing other people to fall to let yourself escape.
Can we get the kids and stuff on the ship?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got my
How many can
little
we get
herd
on?
of younglings.
Yeah, as you do have some
Shotgun's little
younglings,
ducklings.
and if you choose anybody else nearby that you can get on, but you at least have your, 13 younglings with you.
Is Nora with us?
No. With the quick run, you do not know where Nora was. But if you took off right away, you do not have her with you. But as you immediately take off, you do notice that on your way out, you notice that there is a whole fleet out on the actual outwards of the actual planet itself of different ships that you haven't seen since you left Utapau.
I think Nora went on one of the lifeboats, right?
Yeah.
Which was coming to the hangar?
It was the lifeboats were heading towards the town, but your hangar was in the town. They weren't specifically going to your ship yet. If you wanted to wait for her, you could wait for her.
I feel like we probably should.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you decide to wait for about a few minutes, you do actually get more than what you bargained for, and Nora and a couple other Jedi apprentices make their way onto the ship.
I will load the children, Nora, the Jedi apprentices, and anybody else that we can get on that ship. I will try to load on.
Okay. All right, and you're able to get them on board. But as you take off and you're leaving the actual atmosphere, you do see several large battle cruisers in there.
I'm just gonna get on the PA system and I'm buckling in as I'm saying this. I'm like, all right, fuck. This is your captain speaking. Everybody, buckle in. Hold on to something. Whatever the hell you can do. This is gonna get dicey.
I'm honestly just
putting
ushering.
all the little kids in.
Okay.
We're just getting all these kids in, getting them sitting. Hold on tight.
Mark's
I'm like,
fading in and out of
Language forum,
consciousness.
there's children here.
I was like, Shotgun, get your ass up here. I need a co-pilot.
Coming.
Language, children.
Much like episode 1 and leaving
He's a
Naboo,
nice man.
you're immediately being struck with cannon fire from far distant ships. We're not going to go into an overall battle. We're just going to make rolls to see if you can pass the actual line. So, who is in the cockpit with Corum? Who's all helping? Okay, we got Shotgun. Okay, so as Shotgun
I'm
is
there,
helping,
just not.
okay, which means Corum with Shotgun's help, you'll have advantage on every roll as far as controlling
beautiful.
the ship. So, first roll, I need you to give me a piloting check to try to avoid blaster fire as much as possible.
Okay, 21.
21. All right, you're able to dodge most blasting fire as you can. only taken a few small little explosives nearby that kind of push the ship out of control a little bit, but you're able to control itself. Give me another piloting check to just make sure you stay on course and not allow them to manipulate where you go. Firing.
I'm picturing full Ace Ventura right now.
Okay.
And our bang. 26.
Okay. Once again, you're able to get pretty far, and you're about like halfway close to them. Give me another piloting check again to see if you can bypass it without getting hit.
Yeah, I'll be like, Shocking, get ready to get us a hyperdrive coordinates. We need to get out of here.
Okay, so Shocking, if you want to do that, give me a what was the check that I had set for that? That was the survival check. Give me a survival check for that. Corum, what'd you get?
Nat 20, so I got a 30.
Oh, nice. So only taking small waves of pulse from the explosive firing near you, you immediately decide to figure out, you can kind of almost predict where they're firing off, and you dodge everything until you just pull back the throttle and immediately just fly past them, allowing Shotgun to set something up so you can immediately just jump out of there.
Is it a straight roll?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 12.
12. Okay, immediately unable to quickly discern where you need to go, you just decide to find the closest thing that is not inhabited by them right now, and immediately just lock it in, and just commit. Corum, you just
I'm gonna buzz the top of their cruiser, full Millennium Falcon style, like flying like across the top of it, and then straight past their cockpit.
That guy's got some moves, you know, like. It's...
And as I do, I'm just like.
All right, and then as you're able to pull off and then head in the hyperdrive, unknown where you're going, but you immediately are able to leave out of the actual battle.
Better than here.
All right, you guys have left out of the actual battle itself.
As we're in hyperdrive, I'm gonna look over at Shotgun and be like, "I'm keeping us on course. Go see what you can do if we've got wounded. I don't know."
Okay. And she just bolts back there to see who's injured.
Okay. Lucky enough, the younglings are not injured. It looks like Nora has taken some scrapes, but it looks more or less like almost kind of like bruising from maybe the ship that she was on. The boat was shot down, and maybe she took like a little bit of burning from it, but it's not enough that's like super severe. Another apprentice himself looked like they got stray laser fire, but they're trying to mend themselves with what little force healing that they have.
Okay.
Nothing too severe.
Okay. Where is my spells? I'm not gonna waste a spell just yet because who knows what the fuck is about to happen for the rest of the day, but I will help them like bandage everything up as best I can, make sure everybody's situated.
Okay.
Probably see that Margani is just like pass the fuck out and be like, okay. She doesn't know what to do there. And yeah, probably swiftly return to Corum to help where needed.
Okay, sounds good.
How many apprentices?
Sorry.
How many apprentices made it in addition to Nora?
So then a total of 2 apprentices.
2 apprentices. Okay,
Yep.
just trying to keep track of who.
Yeah, no, you're good. So a total of 3 apprentices with Nora, and then an additional 13 younglings. These younglings don't even have lightsabers of their own yet. They have training sabers, which look the same, but they don't actually deal actual true damage. They're just meant for like Spartan sabers.
Okay.
They're
Are
kind
any
of like
them crying. Any of the younger ones?
None of them are actually like crying, but it seems like there's like a couple out of them that are kind of like the the ones that are a little bit maybe used to this, as some of them you assume maybe have been raised in war, and some of them are dealing with it, and then the ones that are dealing with it are helping the other ones out that aren't dealing with it, and they're trying to comfort each other and trying to deal as like an overall group and trying to kumbaya it.
He's walking over to Margani and using lay on hands and healing her for 30 points. Wakey, wakey, sunshine.
That's a nice spell.
Wakey wakey, Star Wars eggs and bakey.
She just wakes up and sees a whole bunch of kids with lightsabers surrounding her. Ah!
She's gonna turn and see like a whole fuck ton of Padawans, and then turn back around and be like, I wish you just let me die.
This is my worst nightmare.
I'll try to remember that next time. Apologies.
How dare I heal you? Bad night act. Bad night act.
I'm a bad llama. Bad llama.
Well, either this is my own personal hell, or we got out of there.
No, we're alive. I feel like hell would be hotter.
Okay.
She's gonna take a sip of the battery acid.
He's gonna move up to the cockpit to Shakin and Corum. So, we were enthralled with some new acquaintances. What the hell's happened?
I want to insight check that to see if he's talking about a bar fight.
Okay. Okay.
30-20.
I mean,
We were in a bar fight.
Well, I figured. Okay.
We did not blow nothing up. So that
We
was
didn't
not
either.
us.
It was those jamokes.
The court started attacking.
What are we going to do with the precious cargo back there? Not for nothing, but this group isn't the most parental, good influence type.
I'm great with kids. I point at Shotgun.
Might put
Technically
stats.
not a kid, but fair enough.
Kid adjacent. Where's Marg?
17.
Right here.
Oh,
She's just
hey.
in the chair the whole time. She doesn't
Like-
left.
I
Like-
thought you were
She's
doing
in the
that.
back.
before
She's in
she's
the back of the cockpit this whole time.
before she says
Yeah,
anything,
yeah.
like you swear to God that maybe for a second you freaked out because you wondered that maybe like the hyperdrive fluid is leaking, and then you just notice it's just the smell of her drink.
Holy shit! I didn't even. God damn it! You gotta put a bell on you or something.
I've been here the whole time.
Okay. You look terrible.
Yeah, I got the shit kicked out of me.
Twice.
She did. It wasn't pretty.
You want some?
I'm good,
Holds
thank
up.
you.
No,
We
it's
might,
good.
need,
Really.
we might need it for fuel later. Just okay, never mind. I'm gonna like hit some buttons and close the cockpit door. Just so we have some privacy.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like,
Adult time, children.
okay, so I don't know what happened to you fucking guys, but we were at the temple. We had a mission, a job, and I got paid pretty well for it ahead of time, which remind me I owe you guys some credits. But yeah, we just started getting bombarded. The temple exploded, and we had probably 6 to 7 drop ships of 100 plus soldiers come out and start attacking, and this looks planned.
I'll do what I can about the Padawans so they don't go annoying you too. Or
You think someone will
You
pay
got-
credits for them?
We're not selling the children.
I didn't say sell. I just sold.
Ach.
Pay
Shocking,
credits.
you know-
Leave the kid.
Do you know any other temples, Shotgun?
I mean, I would probably assume that at least most planets have like some sort of temple, correct?
Yes. as far as smaller temples, every planet has one. As far as the other one that you're familiar with, that is like another like master temple. Can't remember what it's called. It's I gotta remember what the hell the temple is. I'll get back to you on it, but there's one that I'm trying to think of that's a ice planet.
I mean, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there might be one at the next planet or wherever we're going where I could at least go take most of these kids.
Is it a big temple, a small temple? What, I don't know how you guys operate.
I mean, ideally any ones with masters on it so that these kids could be taken care of. Otherwise, I'll do what I can in the meantime.
We need somewhere safe for them. That's...
I know.
It seems that they were going after the master specifically. I don't think taking them to a place where there is a lot would make them any safer.
Shocking. Do the Jedi have some kind of like secret communication channels or anything like that?
Idiot.
Did they have anything in the war?
No, they don't.
I don't know about channels. Maybe there's some codes that I could see if they work, or at least send some kind of message out, see if someone is taking relief aids, but Nida kind of has a point with...
A thought occurs to me also. This, I assume that, and correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, when you mentioned the job, kind of told the details of the job too. We reiterated that, and so he knows about Nora.
Yeah, if you ask about it, he'll kind of give you the full details of everything.
Perfect.
Ilum. That's what I was thinking of. Ilum.
Go sick, it's Ilum.
It seems to me that if this Nora person was worth protection and she was part of this mission, perhaps she has a way of getting in. They must have a backup plan. I mean, I know the Order is incompetent, but to leave one that young with no backup plan in case she was in danger doesn't seem right. Perhaps we should ask her.
Worth a shot. It's not a bad idea.
We can ask her.
Until then, I'll start thumbing through the computer system, see if I can find some way to send an encrypted message to a temple and see if we can get some information.
Okay.
Alright. In the meantime, I'll look after the younglings.
Help.
Mark, you want to go get some rest?
Alright. Like falls out of the chair when she gets up.
Okay, I'm gonna help you, and then I'll hit out the computers, and he'll
I got it. I
shut the fuck up, and he gets like underneath your arm. Just take some help for once.
Ooh, she's pissed, but she doesn't object.
Okay. All right. As time goes on, helping out the children, getting some rest. A few things. One, Corum, you're able to figure out where you're actually heading due to the location was locked in. Due to random spot that was found, and due to a roll, you are going to Camino. And that's what's currently locked in as one of the nearest planets that is not currently occupied by any starship. Anybody else that wants to rest, you can take a long rest. But with that, I believe that's a good ending point. So we're going to stop it there. And make sure.
I would just like to throw out a recommendation that Nidek gets inspiration for being MVP tonight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll say that. I'll give you inspiration. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I would literally be dead without him, so
We'll give the paladin inspiration, so you can have your inspiration for next session.
It's nice to be able to create and destroy for once.
Create chaos.
Always nice to have a tank healer in a party. All right. Thank you everybody for joining the chat. This was awesome. I apologize. I don't know why we were dropping like 1 second here or there. But either way, thank you for checking it out. Do not forget that we do other D&D campaigns as well. So we do a whole different D&D universe. So one of the campaigns is tomorrow. So check that out. And if you want to check out the other campaign, it's on our demand, both on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. Blades of Bahamut and Echoes Bahamut. So that being said, everybody have a fantastic night. Have a great week. And we will see you next time. Good night.
Bye.